This is a special night for me and for some people. I'm going to be emotional, whatever. Some of you are going to be like, I just came to see art. Some of you are going to go, why is her thigh high at her ankle? I don't know. Yes. So I'm just going to let it go. So here's what I want to tell you. I'm Lynne Pedersen Butler. Go by Pedersen now. Apparently Lynne Butler was a bitch. So. Lynne Pedersen. And my program, One Recovery, is a nonprofit that started so we had a place to send kids. It's a free support group. So they can go somewhere and have one recovery, whether they have substance abuse, eating disorders, self-harm, or life's just too hard. So we're popping up these free support groups for the kids. And then there's a parent group at the same time. And these pop-up events that we're going to do here in Austin, Seattle, and Nashville are meant to bring the artistic community together, bring people together so we can inspire the kids. Because it's my belief that they don't need to raise their hand and choose a diagnosis at 15 years old. They just need to be able to go somewhere and get inspired. So we want them to see art. We want people to connect. I want people to come out and be conscious contributors and help these kids save their lives. Because it's truly my belief that these are some of the most intelligent, creative human beings on the planet. They just don't know how to regulate their emotions. And at home sometimes they can't get done. Just can't handle it. So there was one special boy, and his name was Graham. This is his mom, Teresa. And he has a brother named Spencer. And I worked for a program in Connecticut for a while. And I was an executive director, but I'm really proud to say I was a director who would like crawl under beds and pull kids out and run after them in the snow and say, please stop running, because they would look back when I run, and it would work, and they would come back. But there was this one boy named Graham, and he was a musician, and his family came to tour the program to see if they wanted to send him, and he didn't come in right away because he didn't want him, and he had overdosed, and he had been in a coma, and he had been in psych units after that because that's what they do with the kids because they don't know what to do with them. And finally, after 2 or 3 tries, he came into the program, and he had my heart from the day he was there. He wouldn't do anything because he was a musician. You know how you are if you won. You're just like, no, I'm not about that. Like, you guys go to a group, you do whatever. This stuff is mine if I'm not interested. Like, I go in, be laying on the couch, strumming a guitar when everybody else is in group. I'm like, Graham, seriously. So he'd go do it for me, and that always made me feel like magical. And we all want to feel magical. So there was one time that he really wouldn't do it, and it was gym, and it was snowing. He's like, there's nothing you're going to say, lady, that's going to get me to go to gym. I'm like, well, I take it. So you see Swedish Fish, he said Swedish Fish, and this program was in Connecticut. I couldn't get a Diet Coke there. I'm like, where am I going to get Swedish Fish? But I sent a girl out to get Swedish Fish, and he went to gym that day. And then there was one special day, it was a Sunday, and it was Chelsea's birthday. And so we surprised her and we went snow tubing. I'm not about that. I was born in California, I don't even know what the hell snow tube was. I was just going to hold the jackets. And Graham and Spencer both made me go on the snow tube. And long story short, I was the only one that got hurt. Shocking. But we were flying down this mountain in this snow tube, and somebody snapped a picture of Graham smiling really big, and we were sitting next to each other. And long story short, he got out, and he went and continued his life. And for whatever reason, on that night, on that day, he took something else. And on that night, on that day, he didn't wake up, and he went to a coma, and he passed away. And I know he didn't want to die, but I do know he didn't know how to live. And it broke a lot of hearts. But I wanted it to mean something. And so when I got this gallery, Teresa and I connected, it was 2 years ago, I'm like, Teresa, man, let's just do something. Let's do something. And Lauren got Joey on the phone. She's like, I got the greatest story. This kid was a musician. And there's a whole thing that you'll hear from Teresa that's very brief, but it's very powerful about the music legends in heaven taking care of him. And how perfect is it that Joey does this art? And when I called Joey, I'm sure he was just like, oh, who's Lauren hooking me up with now? And come on, let's get real. So in a minute,
Never.
Within a minute, he was like, what do I need to do? And he's like, I won't have time to make him a sketch by the end of the call. He's like, get Mom to send me a picture and I'll make a sketch. And he made that sketch over there from a photo. And the last thing I'll leave you with is that one recovery is about where the connection is human. And it's one person altering the course of another, I don't care who it is. That's what we're about here. And when Graham passed away, I went on his Facebook, and his picture, when he left, I sent him the picture that was snapped when we went snow tubing. And the picture that was on his Facebook that he chose to put there, this cool musician kid, was that picture from when he was on the snow tube. And I will tell you that the day before he left, I went in and interrupted a test in school, apparently, and that he was doing, and I was like, whatever, I'm a big shot, I can do that. And he said, Lynn, I gotta tell you, and he wasn't a mushy kid, he said, that day, the snow tubing, he said, that was the happiest day sober I ever had. And they said, you know what, really, honestly, that's the happiest day I've ever had. And I never forgot that, and he changed me. And I hope that something will change you, and that you know that one thing you do, one act of kindness, one person you help when you just don't think you can do it, just do it anyway. Just do it anyway. So tonight what we're here to do is, Teresa's going to read an excerpt from something that she did, and she's an artist in herself, and we're going to support her, man, because this is about her son. And then after that we're going to play Spencer, who's Graham's brother. Do you mind if I go ahead?
Spencer was supposed to perform tonight, but the night before we got on a plane, Lynne helped me get him into treatment again. So Graham was 17 when he passed away, and Spencer's 17 now, and he's still struggling.
So he can't be here tonight to perform his song because he's getting help, but we're going to fade out with a song he wrote about his brother. So if you guys will give us 5 minutes of your life, that would be amazing. Go ahead, Tracy.
Before I start, Lynne did try to save my boy, and I so appreciate that from a personal level, but also the fact that she's trying to save others like him. Bless her heart. This is just a little kind of spoken word piece. It's an excerpt from a scene called Mama T's Rhapsody, and I'm Mama T. And that's my inner bitch, and I'm a middle-aged rapper. So I've written a memoir, and I have like a little stage play adaptation that I'm hoping young people will help perform in community theater. Anyway, here goes. What is the problem? Peel back the layers like an onion skin. Who or what is to blame? Our ancestors, our DNA, our disposition, our broken families, mothers, fathers, church, our village, our values, our sense of self-worth. There seems to be something in the air. We've lost our oneness. We just don't care. Where is the love? Where is the love, y'all? We're supposed to love thy brother in thy neighborhood. Why do we hate? Why do we rage? What spawns destruction at its initial stage? Do we ever hold ourselves to account? Do we hear the Sermon on the Mount? Do we even listen for a desperate cry? Why are we deaf to the sound? And when you are screaming, no one is around. Quote from my son. So many kids fall through the cracks. They need us to stand and have their backs. They're lost without a community to reach them. We've lost the tribe and mentors to teach them. We teach kids about drugs in middle school, but when we lose them, when they're taking them in high school, we in the village hang banners and signs. But when you're looking for mentorship, it's hard to find. The layers of love on the onion are weak. When we lose our kids, our future is bleak. Where is the love? Who, what is to blame? The society we live in? We all play a part. I, the angry, he, the lost. Whatever did I do wrong? Let's hear it in a song. No one is to blame. We all play the game. Parents fall apart, some big, some small, their parts. Some in the beginning, some too little, too late. Relationships are wedges. Neighbors hide behind hedges. Some kids lie. Some could help, but never try. Doctors overprescribe. Insurance doesn't take doctors. Doctors don't take insurance. Drug dealers, drug companies, drug lords, fiends, the inner beast. Parents just leave. Friends offer fixes. The last thing you need. No one, but everyone, seems to be to blame. Where is the love? We want to fight drugs. Let's give them some love. We leave the door wide open for the thief, the fiend, who steals children by offering his brand of relief. Lurking in the shadows, I see him. Mama T gonna show you kids how I beat him. Don't I know you? Aren't you the one who stole a brother, made a mother cry, crept up quiet by his side, dug yourself a place inside, took him by his own surprise, over to the other side? Don't I know you? You're a sight for sore eyes, preying on our affliction, the sad, lonely, empty, depressed, tempting fix, sweet caress, sneak right in addiction. I see the mask you wear for our demise. I see the devil in your eyes. I know you, thief! You might take us to many places, but behind your mask of many faces, you take us down from all our races. Jimmy, Amy, Janice, Prince. Lured by your epiphanies, hooked by your mystery, you won't get the best of me. Don't mess with me. I swallow you, you swallow all of me. Don't show me your way to cope. Steal my hope with dope. Dull my sense of natural high. Take away my sunny sky. Oh, what you do. I want you. You feel so good. I know what you do to me. I take you. I lose control. You take me. You swallow me whole. Hooked. Addicted. Lies, demise. Get off me. You won't mesmerize. I use. I lose. Get off me. I'll stay clean. God, help me fight this fiend. Don't cast your spell, put away that knife. You can't seduce me. I'll have my life. Drug addiction. Burn! And that's just an excerpt.
You know that I'ma kill this. My brother taught me fighting for the right to rebuild this. Feel this, you know that I'ma heal this. Heal this, he said heal this. Look me in the eye, please don't cry. Just know that you gon' make it. I know that you gon' make it. I said I don't want the fame, I just want the fortune. I just wanna find a way to talk to you without distortion. This horseshit, mission abort this. I forfeit, my whole life's been a challenge. Looking up towards this. This is my mind, this is my time. This is when I'm at the top of my grind to perform this. All the groupie hoes, all the kissing nose, all of my rhymes reciting order the time and time. Fall back is not an option. Feel the fuel and let it rock you. Drop you, all the epitome I'm lost in. Keep knocking on heaven's door even more than a minute. It's a century of rhyme where the time lies tinted over memories. Remember memory lane, you were here and then you're gone soon as September came. Marched off into the dark like some deja vu. Forgot about March, let it rain on you. Let it rain on you. Rain on you, rain on you. And if you feel feel this, you know that I'ma kill this. My brother taught me fight for the right to rebuild this. Nigga, feel this, you know that I'ma heal this. Heal this. He said heal this. Nigga, feel this, you know that I'ma kill this. My brother taught me fight for the right to rebuild this. Nigga, feel this, you know that I'ma heal this. Heal this. He said heal this. Yo, like shout out to my man Casey on the beat. You know, he's always holding it down with those fire ass beats.